Hi, good morning from London, England. This is going to be your Man City v Arsenal match preview and my reaction to the game. Nah, just that three at the back. I would have gone with the four at the back and had the three in front of the four and the other three in front of the other three. It finished Man City 1, Arsenal 0. I'm going to be giving you my player ratings, the substitutions who came on, and I'm going to be I'm going to start that again. I'm going to be giving you my player rating, my substitutions. I'm going to rate them. I'm going to rate the management, and I'm definitely going to rate the ref as well. So, Man City 1, Arsenal 0, as I said earlier. For me, the first 20 odd minutes we gave Man City too much respect. Arteta's tactically got it wrong. He showed Pep too much respect. We were always defending and asking for it, Man City were growing in confidence offensively. You could see they were in control of the ball by 60% possession. They were always in control of the ball. Control of the midfield. I mean, their best attacking players were giving us a hell of a lot of problems. Even the first shot of the game, which was from Morris, under a minute. I mean, how unprepared can you be? You've got to be ready for these things. That shouldn't happen to your defence in the first 40 odd seconds of the game. Come on. The first 20 minutes, they were creating chances against us. Leno had to pull off a couple of good saves, I believe. And then, our right back, which I'm going to come on to in my player ratings, he's ghosted past. He's just literally ran past Foden. You think he's going to close him down, get goal side of him. That was pathetic. He done himself. Completely mugged himself off. And then Foden has to effort, saved by Leno, which when he palmed it out, he's palmed it into danger, and that danger was Raheem Sterling. He hits it on the right foot, first time on the side foot. We're 1-0 down. And it needed a change. I mean, Arteta needs to be braver. He should have gone with the back four, second half. You would think he would understand that we're 1-0 down, we've done well. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to have a back four, and I'm going to go with a three in the middle and three up top. And you could see off the ball, there was no tenacity. There was no intensity. There was no aggression to close the ball down. Not enough. We showed them too much respect. We were too stale. Far too stale for my liking. And we're allowing Man City to control the ball how they wanted to control the ball. It's not us just making them look good. We made ourselves look poor off the ball, and it was a case of how well we could perform off the ball, and we did not perform well off the ball. We were poor, especially the front three. I'm going to come on to them in my player rating. Just disgusting. And as for the penalty, I'll come on to the ref in the ratings. For me, I've seen them given. I'm with Sol Campbell here. I've seen them given. But I think the referee bottled out in going to the screen to have a look. He bottled out of it. So that's us going into the interval at 1-0 down. In the second half, let me just finish off with the first half. The first half, from when we went 1-0 down, Bukayo Saka had two of our best efforts on goal. Aubameyang had the opportunity, which would have been ruled out by that fucking linesman. When you look at it, when the ball's received from Pepe, I think, he's onside, and VAR would have clarified that he was onside when he had the shot on goal, which was saved by Ederson. He made 3 good saves in that first half after we went a goal down. I'll tell you something, on another day, we could have taken 2 of them 3 chances on target. But it wasn't to be, and Ederson gets credit where it's deserved for making them splendid saves. Second half, we didn't create much. We didn't do enough. We just didn't do enough in that second half. And, our best player was the New England international who just burst into the scene on the international stages. And I'm happy for him. He was our best performer. And I'll come on to Bukayo Saka in my ratings. Other than that, excuse me. Otherwise, it's another defeat against a big team. It's 26, 27 games without a win against the big 6. And I feel that tactically, the strategy was wrong. We just set up to sit and soak up pressure. And that's what we didn't want to do. I see Leeds United and Leicester City combined take 4 points off Manchester City. 6 goals they scored between them against Manchester City. Effort-wise, abundant of efforts against abundant of efforts between Leicester City and Leeds United between them, and yet we've paid them too much respect. I thought our manager paid Pep too much respect. I want him in the job. I really do want him in the job. But I'll tell you what, he's got to get rid of the players that were bought by Wenger and Emery combined. They are not good enough. And I'll tell you, I'm gonna go into the ratings right now. In goal, Leno. Got my finger in, excuse me. Ouch. Yeah, he could have done a lot better for the goal. For me, he should have palmed that towards a corner or a throw-in. That ball should not go into the penalty. He should not go into danger. He palmed it forward, and that was the mistake he made, and it cost us the goal, and it's cost us the 3 points, or even a glimmer of hope of getting a point. But other than that, he made 2 good saves, and if it weren't for him, yet again, we would have been on the receiving end of a 3 clear goal, possibly 3 clear goal beating. The score was just kept respectable, and I'll give Leno. I'm going to give Leno a 5. Well, the back 3. David Luiz, yet again. Yeah. Aimless long balls after aimless long balls. He weren't too bad on the ball, but again, he was part of the defense. That back 3 was playing out from the back. Not too bad. I'm going to score him a 4. No, I'm going to score him a 3. No, 3 or 4. 3.5. I'm going to give David Luiz a 3.5. It won't one of his best performance again. And it was just one of those games where we didn't really get going. I think the goal came. Well, the goal did not come on his side. That was nothing to do with him as such. It's all to do with Hector, and I'm going to get onto him later on. David Luiz, 3.5. In the middle, Gabriel Magalhaes. Well, when the goal came, he was all over the place for the goal. Other than that, kept his composure during the second half, and just the one moment where he was all over the place. No, I don't think he was all over the place. I mean, that goal, well, he tried his best to prevent the goal from going in, thanks to Bellingham's fuck up, and it cost us in the end. I'm going to mark him a 5. In fact, no, I'm going to mark him. No, Luiz. No, I'm harsh on Luiz. No, I'm going to mark Luiz a 6, and I'm gonna mark. I'll take that 3.5 back, Lewis. I'm gonna mark him. I'm gonna mark you a 6 because you weren't too bad. You didn't do too badly, and Gabriel Magalhaes didn't do too badly himself. I'm gonna mark him a 6. Overall, his performance was solid when called upon. Both Lewis and Magalhaes, they were solid performers. So yeah, 6 each. Kieran Tierney 5. Allowed Riyad Mahrez to spun him. For the first goal. Where he played the pass, and he should have got goal side of him. Showed him Riyad Mahrez down the line. He needs to show him down the line, not get tight and then show him on his strong foot. And he wasn't tight enough. Coming forward, I didn't see one single cross come in from him. Not one of his better games. So again, I'm going to give him a 5. Right, the wing backs. Bellerin, 1. He was so piss poor. Fucking hate this club. This is what fucking pisses me off about this football club. The likes of him. He's one of a number of 7 to 10 players that need to go. And he demonstrated why he is never going to be good enough to become an Arsenal legend, let alone a great, let alone an Arsenal cult hero. He runs away from a responsibility in stopping Foden, allowing Foden to have the shot on goal. Credit to Leno, he did save it. But yeah, he's running back to try and prevent the goal happening. Pathetic. He does not get marks of me. He's lucky to get a 1 out of me. Seriously. He should be in the bin. And he's like drifting in all the time. We need a right back to go forward and putting them crosses in, and to be in a defensive position where he's not playing the attacker onside or committing stupid fouls. He's just simply not good enough, Mikel Arteta. You need to understand that he has to go in January at all cost. Enough is enough. Bellerin, just 1. Get in the bin. Get in that fucking bin. Moving on to the wing back, Bukayo Saka, best performer. He gets a 7. It's as if he knows what it feels like to play for the Arsenal. He knows what it feels like to represent the colours, the club, and he gets what it means to the fans. And he put in a fighting performance for me. He had two efforts on goal, which he found Ederson on splendid form, especially the second effort he had on target. It was a great save by Ederson. He was just so deeply unlucky. You can't fault Bukayo Saka for effort. 7 he gets. Right, moving into the midfield. Xhaka, not too bad to be fair. Although he looked slow on the ball, I was giving him some heavy criticism, but he was not too bad. I didn't think he was too bad in his performance. Even on the ball, he was not too bad. He played some forward passes that tried to get us on the attack, but we would just keep going back to him. Whenever he played another forward pass, it went back to him again. He wasn't too bad. I'm going to mark him 6. At least he tried something. Dani Ceballos, poor. 3. When Mahrez plays the ball to, I think it was Sterling, or was it Sterling, or whoever it was, he was struggling. It's like he was running on cement. Seriously. My word. That guy cannot run as fast as they come, but I don't know. He made some interceptions, but it wasn't his best game. I'm gonna give him a 4. Just poor. He's lucky to get a 4 out of me and no more. Right, the front 3. I'm gonna be Pepe. Not good enough. 1. That's the lowest I think I've ever marked Pepe. Did not once. Well, he only once took on the fullback on the wing. He only once took on a defender, and yet the attempted cross ricocheted off him for a goal kick. He was just not disciplined enough from a defensive point of view when we needed him. You know, his final ball, his first touch was atrocious for someone of his ability, of his ilk. Nah, he just gets a 1. Aubameyang, he can have a 1 as well. First touch, poor, piss poor. And yeah, you could argue since he signed his contract, he has not looked himself. But again, I'll get onto the management. He should not be playing on the left wing. He's a former Golden Boot winner. He's a Golden Boot winner, should I say? He should be playing in the middle. What? And I can't understand why he couldn't tell Willian to get to the left-hand side of attack and you do the discipline work and I stay in the middle. His overall, as a captain, he was uninspiring. His performances, it was ineffective. Final ball, apart from setting up Pepe for 2 headers, which one he should have had on target in the first half, and the only effort we had on target in the second half was Pepe's header, where he brought himself up. But other than that, both of them won. There was nothing threatening from Aubameyang. It was an easy afternoon. It was a comfortable and easy afternoon for the Man City defenders. Willian, oh my word. Yet again, why do we keep buying Chelsea footballers who are not wanted by a club while they're at the tail end of their career? And it looks like it's showing in Willian playing in the middle. What the fuck was he doing? He should be out on the wing. He should be the one tracking back and giving Tierney the help, not Aubameyang. No wonder Aubameyang looks frustrated. Alright, he was ineffective. I've given them a 1 for not at least having a go, for not trying. But for fuck's sakes, he should be the one on the wing. And he was playing as our number 9. He's never been a number 9 in his life. What the fuck? He could do well in the number 10 position. I don't mind him playing as a number 10. But not on God's earth is he a number 9. He's a winger, left or right. One. Now I'll come into the substitutions. I couldn't mark Thomas Partey because him and Nketiah came in with 8 minutes to go, so they're not going to get a marking with me. But Partey should have come on earlier. I'm going to talk about that on the management. And as for, how can I forget this? Oh, Lacazette. Yes, Alexander Lacazette. 3. Ineffective. He had more than 20 minutes to affect the game, and he was just ineffective, non-existent. And I could say the same with Pepe and Aubameyang and Willian, non-existent. So I'm going to give him a 3. Right, the manager, he's getting a 4. I'm sorry, just simply not good enough tactically. There was no cohesion, there was no direction, no structure, no nothing. You've given Pep too much respect. You've given, you've set up to not lose. Obviously, yeah, you set up to not lose, but you could have gone with the 4 at the back. What's wrong with the 4-1-4-1 formation? What's wrong with the 4-2-3-1 formation? And the formation that we're all crying out for around the world, us Arsenal fans, all over the planet, should I say, we're crying out for the 4-3-3, and it was crying out for the 4-3-3 to get at Man City. If Leeds can do it with a number of efforts on target 2 weeks ago compared to Man City's 1 on target 2 weeks ago, yeah, they outdone them on shots on target, Leeds United. Unlucky not to win the fucking game. Leicester City outdone them in goals, 5-2 at the Etihad to Leicester City. Yeah? What was she doing? Was she even? Did you even watch those games? I mean, Mikel, I love you as a guy, I love you as a manager, but you have to be criticised when it's deserved, and you deserve the full constructive criticism. Not good enough tactically. Formation was wrong. Why are we going with three at the back if we're a top four side? If we are going to be a top four side and beyond, why are we going with a back three? It didn't make sense to me. And you could have brought on Thomas Partey with half hour to go. Don't tell me he couldn't do half hour on match day. All right, I understand if he did have, I don't know whether he had one, if not two or three full training sessions. But even if he had one, you mean to tell the world that he could not do a minimum of 25 minutes, if not half hour? I'm disgusted by that, you know. That is just... There's no excuses for your decision to bring on Partey on. Even with a minimum of 20 odd minutes, you should have brought him on with Lacazette. He needed at least that. All he's done is gone and contributed a yellow card. So what was she thinking, Mikel Arteta, with Partey? Was she saving him for Reppin Vienna away? And yet, why is Aubameyang not playing as the number 9 in the middle of the three? Can you completely explain that to the world? I want to hear it. Why is he playing as a winger? You could clearly see he's been ineffective in the last 4 games. Is it any wonder he's got 1 Premier League goal in 5? At this rate, someone like Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jamie Vardy are going to outscore more goals than him. And to name a few, Vernon's got 2 Premier League goals now. That's because you are playing him on the left. Mikel Arteta, you have to take the criticism and you must do better. The next 6 games, wait there. The next 6 games are fucking tough. Leicester at home. Manchester United away. Aston Villa at home. Leeds United away. Wolves at home. And Tottenham away. That's 18 points to play for. Do you mean to tell me you are going to play a back three for fucking the next 6 games in a row with 18 points for grabs? Big games here. I would like to think you will play the back four for the next 6 league games, and we need those points. We are competing for the top 4, or if not 3. That's the minimum. Top 4 is the minimum. With those games to come up. I'm sorry, you get a 4. Your approach, your setup, it was just wrong. Completely wrong. And you need to start dealing with the players off form for years. Now, you mean to tell me in the next league game versus Leicester City at home, Granit Xhaka's going to start over Partey again? Arteta, you can't do that. I will have to question you. I don't want to question you yet, but I will ask questions if that happens. Cedric Suarez deserves to start over Bellerin. Fact. Or you play Maitland-Niles there. I'm fucking fed up of seeing that fashion tosser at right back. He doesn't give a fuck about football. He's more concerned about what his teammates wear and what his next clothing's gonna be like in God knows how long. He's just not good enough. I am very critical and a little bit upset. I'm gonna be real with you, Arteta. You got players playing in the wrong position. Aubameyang, for example, he's playing in the wrong position. Willian is in the wrong position. You got a right back who's not good enough. We've got to go with a back four for the next game. Fact. So that's you done. Right. The ref. Oh. He gets a 0. Neither I need to say anything about the ref. Bottle the situation to book Sergio Aguero for putting his hands on a female linesman. That should be highlighted publicly. Then he did not have the bottle to go and have a look at the monitor, the VAR monitor, to see why Arsenal were appealing for a penalty, and that was appealable. Whether we got it or not is another thing, but that was worth a look. So, Mr. Kavanagh, you can have a fucking 0 of me. Right. Come Wednesday, I can tell you I'll be doing a preview for the Vienna game, and so team news on the day of the game. That will be an hour before kickoff, and that's what I always do, an hour before kickoff for every fixture, and a day before the fixture I'll be doing my preview of the Leicester game as well, and every fixture. So stay tuned. If you think my ratings are harsh or not, let me know in my comment section below. Smash a thumbs up, like button, and subscribe to my channel, yeah? Share it to your friends and encourage your friends and your relatives to subscribe to DLG Reppin. You know who I am, yeah? You know the voice by now. You know the face. If you don't know who I am, you now know who I am now. DLG Reppin. I'm out of here. I'm going to cut. And say thank you to the ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls for listening. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. I'll be doing a preview for the Austria Vienna or Reppin Vienna, or for the Vienna game come Wednesday. Other than that, peace again, love again, and bless again. And keep the love and the support going by liking, comment. But the main love is subscribing to my channel. And as I already say, encourage your friends and your relatives. Tell them about my channel, yeah? And tell them why you should subscribe to my channel, yeah? Thank you for listening again. Thank you all again, yeah? Enough love and enough appreciation again. I'm out of here. Nice.